For this week, our fourth question is from Herbert Truther. That's at CM Sinclair. Is Tee Higgins the main priority for the Chargers in free agency? So, as I just said, CM Sinclair, I do think Higgins should be somebody that they would look at. Now, I think the bigger question here is what happens with Higgins and the Bengals. And that's what I wanted to get to with this question, because I think this is an important piece of it. There's no mistake that Joe Burrow was very available during Super Bowl week. It's no mistake that Joe Burrow's narrative over and over and over again was about keeping guys there, keeping guys in-house in Cincinnati. Joe Burrow has now played 2 seasons on a big second contract, and he understands the implications of it. He also understands how taking advantage of having a talented roster shouldn't be taken for granted, the chance to do it. And right now, the Bengals are still in a window with a group that got them to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. And so having guys like Jamar Chase and Tee Higgins and Trey Hendrickson, having those sorts of opportunities, again, shouldn't be taken for granted. So I really thought they should have gotten ahead of the Jamar Chase thing last year. Obviously, that opportunity is gone. Now you're probably going to have to pay him $40 million per year. I think it's very clear that, and you can go back to the stuff that Joe said in November and December. It's very clear that Joe Burrow wants both those guys back. And Trey Hendrickson, because you kicked that can down the road rather than extending him and rewarding him and correcting his contract. Now you're looking at probably over $30 million per year for him as well, because he has 35 sacks over the last 2 years. So they have a lot of business to do there in Cincinnati. My feeling all along had been that they were going to sign Chase and probably wind up letting Higgins go. But with some of the stuff that Joe said over the course of the last couple of weeks and really over the last couple of months about his feelings on it being realistic to keep both guys, my guess would be, yeah, you at least have to make a real effort to keep both guys. And the fact that both guys now have the same agent, they both work with Rocky Arsenault, who is Chase's longtime agent, who Higgins hired this year, tells me that there is some focus on trying to keep the band together from the other side of that quarterback receiver relationship as well, where both those guys want to stay too. So I think the Bengals try to get it done. If he does slip through, again, I really like the fit for Higgins in Los Angeles, and I like the fit for the Chargers as well.